No, I said that we need to come to a new agreement.
By that, you mean I have to change?
Siobhan, you're the one who went behind my back.
No big deal. You owed Frank an apology, and I was there.
No one speaks for me.
Yeah, Max, I get the point. I didn't mean to encroach on your territory.
No, that is not the point, Siobhan.
So what is the point?
It's you and me, and our life together. And whether you're willing to give me enough room in this marriage to make it work.
Frank? No, please, no more quotes from your magazines, okay?
Listen to me. Don't torture yourself over this. If Jill can't or won't remember you, then...
Oh, but she will. She will. She was starting to. I could feel it.
What do you mean?
I mean, she responded to me, Maggie. That's what I mean.
How?
Jill and I were alone here. I just felt I knew that everything was going along fine until the sailor boys came running in here. He's the problem. He's not going to be the problem for long. I can tell you.
What are you talking about? What do you mean?
Siobhan's running a computer check on him. She's going to come up with a warrant on him. I know it.
You don't know that.
Well, if she doesn't come up with a warrant on him, then I'll swear one out on him myself.
Oh, Frank, you can't do that. Jill wouldn't want you to do that.
Jill doesn't even know who she is, much less what she wants. For her sake. I've got to get away from that guy. I've got to get her home.
Look, Frank, this really isn't any of my business. Anyway, I have a really important audition I have to go to. I'll see you later, all right?
Yeah, I'll see you later.
Would you just answer the question? Listen to me. Look at me. If I hadn't gone into that apartment when I did, would you have gone into the bedroom with Frank Ryan?
You are asking me for a yes or no answer. I don't think I can give you one.
I think you just did.
No, Dakota, you don't understand.
I think I do understand. That guy was turning you on in there. And I could see it.
All right. All right, I felt something. But I'm here with you right now. Isn't that what you need to know?
I need to hear you say it to me. Tell me that it's me that you want. Tell me.
I don't want you pressuring me like this.
There is no pressure. Sarah Jane, you have to make a choice right now. Either it's me or Frank Ryan.
I mean that I understand who we are, you and me. Now, do you understand that?
I know who I am. I'm just not so sure about you anymore.
Fine. Let me remind you. Siobhan, I am the man who loves you more than anything. I fell in love with your strength and your independence, and I would never do anything to tamper with that.
I know that.
Well, then why won't you give me the same breathing room that I'm willing to give you? I mean, I don't have red hair, but I'm as opinionated as you are, and I'm as stubborn. And I like to do things my own way.
Well, I won't argue with you there.
Good, then we're agreed.
But what does all this have to do with my apologizing to Frank?
Because you didn't trust me to handle it. At least not the way you want it.
I know how you feel about Frank.
Oh, no. No, I put all of that aside when we got married.
Well, it doesn't look that way. No. You hired... His wife disappears, you hired detectives behind his back. They give you reports, but you keep them to yourself.
Did it ever occur to you that I didn't want Frank to find out about Jillian's affair?
What do you mean by that?
Well, you may think that my detectives are not up to your standards, but they could hardly fail to notice that she was with a male companion.
You knew. All this time.
I suspected. And I wanted to be sure before I put Jillian in a compromising position with Frank. Now, we didn't know that she was suffering from amnesia.
You knew where she was and you wouldn't tell me.
Oh, yes, of course. I know. The Ryan Code of full disclosure and damn the consequences. Well, I cannot subscribe to that school of thought. Especially not when it can hurt people who really matter to me.
It was not your place to make decisions about my brother's wife.
Siobhan, it is not your place to pass judgment on my code of ethics.
You're my husband.
No. I guess I misunderstood. You see, I saw you and me as two independent people coming together in love and walking side by side through life.
That is what I want.
I'm not so sure. I rather think that you want me to walk in lockstep with you. Well, I cannot do that, Siobhan. I cannot play by your Ryan rules. And I did not realize when you married me that you were hoping I'd turn into someone else.